Let me ask you a question. You heard that
That's
new Kendrick Lamar? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I know y'all was talking about it, right? But you heard that. Do you think that that's like good enough?
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
Yeah,
well, what I was saying, Roy, is it was really a response, and a lot of people, I guess, thought he was setting it on them niggas, but they been subliminally going at each other like the last 2-3 years.
But Kendrick Lamar been dropping shit?
No, J. Cole been barring up the last 2 years, saying little slick things. And then Drake and Future been having a little subliminal back and forth the last 2-3 years.
So that's my thing with Kendrick.
So,
like, I feel like
I do think it's enough because I do think it's enough because I was saying to Marco, it's enough that J. Cole has to respond.
Yeah, because he said.
I mean, it might be. I don't think it's enough for like his fans. Like you kind, you know what I'm saying? You like realistically, bro. Like what did Jay get famous for telling Nas about the one album every 10 years? Like, you feel me? And I feel like Kendrick Lamar.
That's funny. I said that, ball to. I texted you that, Ray.
Roy, what I said, but remember, it simply started with Ask Nas. He don't want it with Hope. And so if Nas would have left that, remember, it took 3 months for Ether to come out. We was all hyped, running around like, you know what I mean? Then that fucking Ether came out, my nigga.
Yeah.
So
fuck Jay-Z. That shit got crazy.
Kendrick said it's time for him to prove that he's a problem. He and Drake already had their little whatever. So he's talking to Cole in the majority of that verse.
Yeah, because if you think about it, so Cole
over. I don't know. Drake responded on IG though, so I don't know.
On what?
Drake responded on IG, like
IG. That don't count, my man. This is hip hop.
Remember Kendrick kind of dissed them like 10 years ago. Drake responded.
No, but
Cole didn't respond.
I say that because Ray said that he wasn't coming at him, but if he wasn't coming at him, he wouldn't have responded in any form, whether you do a live.
Nah,
I'm talking about Drake.
Yo, Kendrick was direct at Cole, bro, because he named the song First Person Shooter. So he said, yo, y'all better have like whatever, a better gun, right? Y'all gotta have switches. Y'all better have switches on your first person shooter gun to handle.
He said if he come with the stick, he ain't Andre 3K. Wow. You heard Stick by J. Cole?
Oh no, I only heard Stick by Future. I never heard Stick by J. Cole.
I'm gonna be honest.
Then he said, he said other thing. He said, if
nigga said I put up my location, I still got PTSD. You heard PTSD by J. Cole?
Nah, that's crazy. See? Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, he probably was coming at both.
He was mad direct, to be honest. Nah, he was, because
he only dissed Drake when he said the last bars about Mike Jack and your dogs getting buried and all that. The first 10 bars was to J. Cole, my nigga.
But, yeah, he said the biggest line, bro. He said, fuck
the line that everybody caught is the one to Drake, though.
Nah, the one that everybody quotes, the one that said, fuck the big three, there's only big me.
Yeah,
I saw more people talking about the Prince and Mike Jack line. So
that was that, I mean, shit. That was hard too.
So yes, Roy, it was enough. You know what I mean? Like Jay said, only one verse could fuck up the game. Like,
yeah, nah, he did. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
for me, it's not enough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You can't do that, bro. Like, you ain't got it like that for me personally. Like, nah, nigga,
I feel you.
Gotta be...
But would you agree that they can't just leave it like that? Especially J. Cole, he can't just. This would be the second time. Like, the nigga
said, he ain't say no. He was direct, but he was still indirect. So they don't.
That was not indirect, bro.
So Roy, I'm gonna ask you again.
Subliminal is you don't know.
Jay said, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hov.
Exactly.
If Nas would have left that, If
That's
Nas would have
direct though.
left
You see
that,
the
how would
difference?
his legacy have turned out?
Hold on, yo, Jay was saying mad indirect shit like, yo, you, left, left fucking, left soda cans on your posters and
That's why
shit.
I'm going to when he specifically said, ask Nas. He don't want it with hope. One bar. If Nas would have left that, how would his legacy have turned out?
Probably not that good.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So J. Cole already left this 10 years ago.
That's a fact.
Now Kendrick has said it's time for him to prove that he's a problem. He
But
can't
then they
just
do a
leave it,
song
bro.
together and all that. Like they kind of had this little.
Niggas just did a tape together. TDE and
And they cool with each other.
Nah, they not, bro.
They
That's what
didn't
I'm
do that
saying.
tape.
Like,
They never did that tape. That tape never came out, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he dropped the Control verse on Big Sean's album in 2013 or whatever, right? And from there, he said J. Cole's name. Like, you feel me? He said everybody's name. Like, yo, whoever won it, I'm giving it to you. No, he didn't respond. J. Cole didn't respond at all. So now, like, that album never drops. I don't think they have any tracks after 2013, to be totally honest. And now 10 years later, after J. Cole gives you a shout out, he straight says, nah, fuck your shout out. It's only me, motherfucker. He said, fuck the big three, it's only big me. Like, yo, what are you talking about? Fuck your big three. That was J. Cole's line. So that's as direct as it gets, bro. Like, you don't have to say J. Cole. There's nothing that rhyme with Cole. He didn't have to say J. Cole's name.
and the big homies.
That's crazy.
It's
There's
a
a
The
lot of
big
shit around.
homies protected Kendrick the most.
When I broke it down, like, hold up.
You said, all right, but it might be direct, yeah, but I still feel like let me put it like this. I don't like Drake. I don't like Drake at all. Back to Back is better than all them shit y'all talking about. Back to Back is a song that you can hear in the club and get hyped.
But that's
And that was
actual diss track. Like, to me,
and it's a diss track.
what Kendrick did was drop that's the see, did you hear the Charged Up? Did you hear Charged Up by Drake?
Yeah.
That shit was not it. That was the warning shot. This is what Kendrick did. Kendrick not gonna he not gonna make Ether for Future. He gonna make Ether for his album or his own best benefit to diss Drake. He not gonna give, like, he gave him a warning shot, like a warning bar. Like, just like, first off, he dissed him in BET as well. He was like, tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajama, like whatever, back in his clothes, like pajama pants. Like, he said some shit. And he was direct at Drake. Remember, because he said something about Take Care. He was naming Drake's albums in that BET diss. So
let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. Drake, I don't like him. I just said, but he's outside, bro. Like, you got to be outside, bro. Period. Like, that goes with anything. You got to be outside. Basketball, you can't.
Yo.
Okay, what about, okay, hold on. Did he lose the Pusher?
Bro, I'm not talking about, I'm just saying, you can't.
Did he lose the Pusher? Pusher,
you can't take these years off, bro, and then come back. Like, you not solidified, like, in my view.
Pusher took 10 years off. Did he lose the Pusher?
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Nah, Pusher B Drake.
Bad. Like, so it don't matter, is what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
all right, hold on.
Kendrick is way more active than Pusher.
Hold on. It's Pusher outside, though.
The songs wasn't better. Like,
he's not outside. We not talk about it, though. You feel me?
Yes,
he's not really outside.
I mean,
he is. How are you defining that?
Yeah, what do you mean? He just did a whole fashion show where he did Jim Jones. Jim Jones had to respond.
How are you defining outside?
Man, you know, doing recording albums every year, like Kendrick be taking years off, bro.
Well, listen, listen, Roy, real quick. I was talking about the nature of what they're even dissing each other about. And that right there is another thing that's blemish on some of these niggas' records. These niggas is our age, 40 years old, still acting like they're 21, dressing like they're 23 years old. So I don't know if you think that's still cool to do. I don't. I don't know how outside you think Pusha T is supposed to be compared to Drake, but Drake, compared to Kendrick and J. Cole, doesn't have a wife. He
I'm just
got in
saying
trouble with the
outside, man.
baby mother.
I'm
He
saying
got in
drop
trouble
out.
with the baby mother because of his behavior. We not talking about his rap skills. We talking about what they're gonna say to each other to
No,
get the upper
that's
hand on each other.
I'm talking about dropping an album every year. Every artist should at least
Hey,
be able to do that.
hold
All
on,
right, my
Period.
nigga.
hold on.
That's your opinion and that's fair. But
Nah, but
we just talking about
let me,
everybody at this point.
yeah, but let me
The
say
people
this.
said that the holy three of the last generation was Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole.
Facts. But what I was gonna say is, do you consider Nas in your top 5, Roy? You do, right? Or top 10 at least, but top 5.
He up there. I get what you're saying.
So
He
so
wasn't really outside.
exactly, I'm saying, like, and his consistency wasn't up there, but at the same time, and didn't Jay-Z take 3 years off before he dropped
Roy, if
Black
Nas is
Album?
not in your list, then you should say no, my nigga.
Nah. I want him to make his point. So you feel me? But
But
I'm
what
Okay.
not
I'm
going to act
saying,
like Nas is not up there either.
you
At the
consider
same
Nas
time,
a GOAT of his era, right? Like his era, he's top 5 in my opinion.
but
And I
bro, he
think
dropped like. So you think Nas is better than Kendrick Lamar? Is what you basically? That's what you're telling me.
I think
Basically,
Nas for me is
oh,
better
the
than
other way
Kendrick.
around.
For me,
You
Nas
think
is
Nas is
better than
better?
Kendrick Lamar. But what I'm saying is Nas was able
Hold
to
on.
take years off. It didn't take away from his greatness because they
Now,
create.
why do you think he's better?
Why do I think who's better?
Nas,
I think Nas is better because he made
Ether.
because I think his albums, the classic albums like Illmatic, Stillmatic, Godson, and It Was Written is better than Kendrick's 4 albums. Like they're more to me relatable. They're more like I could still listen to them to this day. I feel like To Pimp a Butterfly, I gotta be in a real certain mood. Like I don't have to be in that mood to listen to
So
it.
Kendrick Lamar only got 4 albums.
Kendrick Lamar got 5 albums. To me, he got 3 classics.
And how many Drake got?
Drake got like 9, like maybe over 10 albums, but
If
probably
I was Drake, I wouldn't even respond then. Like that's how that's gonna go.
nah, but bro,
You didn't say my name,
Drake
I'm
got
not gonna
caught for
respond.
ghostwriting. Drake got caught for ghostwriting, so that means a lot. You can't even consider a lot of those albums his because he's getting help, like a lot of help. You know what I mean? Like written help, written song help. Like not, I gotta come with this whole creative idea myself. Like,
So
and
all
I'm
right, so
Kendrick don't get help.
I feel like
I don't think it's that
like
same.
y'all right. I feel like it was more for J. Cole because he can't be talking to Drake like you feel me?
But he came at Drake.
Roy, him and
For
Drake
all the
already
dogs
had it
getting
out, my
buried.
nigga. Him and Drake already had it out. I'll send you the whole history. It was subliminal. It just wasn't as direct.
Bro, he said for all the dogs getting buried. Like that was Drake's last album, For All the Dogs. For all the dogs getting buried. For me, you need K9s or whatever. See Pet Cemetery. Like, that's direct, bro. That it don't get like to me, like you don't have to say someone's name if you naming their actual album and then dissing them with it. Like it's direct as
But
like
hold on.
that's
All
like
right. So
99%
let me ask
direct.
you a question.
Roy.
Hold on, let me just ask y'all like y'all can tell me your honest opinion. You
Yeah.
think that was a good diss song? Like that verse was fire? Yes or no? Simple question.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Y'all both say yes?
Yes. Because
Yo, that's crazy.
no, I think
Now,
you know what it is. You
Roy,
miss.
you don't like Drake, right?
Nah, hold on. Go ahead.
I really don't like Drake like that. And I'm
Okay.
arguing for him. That's the crazy part.
So all I want you to understand is these niggas don't like Drake. That's why they're having this rap issue.
These niggas meaning who? Kendrick Lamar and Future?
Yes. And it's similar to what you're saying. You could acknowledge he's cool with rap. It's other shit like about his personality, shit with bitches, shit with da 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 that is causing all of these problems. Shit behind the scenes. where niggas don't fuck with Drake, like as a person.
And I'm also gonna say that what you're missing out on, Roy, why you don't think that's a good diss, it's kind of like if you don't watch the WWE and you don't know why fucking Stone Cold and Triple H got beef, and then why this meetup at WrestleMania is so epic, right? What you're missing is this whole buildup of these disses, and the fact that Kendrick Lamar doesn't have to make this lyrical great back-to-back song for him to be so impactful with the words that he's saying, because it's a buildup. So like the buildup is like he's just adding to the momentum, to the snowball effect. And that's why it hits so hard. That's why people that are probably hip hop like enthusiasts, like where they're like, you know, they're listening to for the last 10 years, they've been listening to it. This is like better than that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, he just did the Stone Cold Stunner at WrestleMania. Like that's basically what he's doing right now. Like he's doing a big move that from a buildup of beef.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That, like, just to give it like a kind of a thing. That's why you're not liking it, Roy. You're looking at it for just the straight barefaced value. Like how
Like he came back after 3 years.
yeah, you're looking at it like a bear, like
Yeah,
how
I
does
want to
it
hear
just
something heavy, boy. I want to hear
Nah,
something heavy. Like,
he's trying to set them niggas up, or at least one of
that's
them
what I'm
niggas up.
saying, Roy. He's setting it's
So
like
it's
a
gonna
build up.
continue from here.
Yeah, it's
Or
a
it should.
build up.
It should.
It's part of the story, bro. It's like part 3, and then you're waiting for part 4, bro. Like you feel me? So it's like if you saw part 1 and part 2, you would love part 3, is what I'm trying to say. Even though it
yeah,
might
bro,
bear
I
face
feel like
value, you don't get it.
J. Cole, like both of them could do some. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, what if J. Cole and Drake do a song now? Cause you went and got help with Future,
They
so
did.
now I can.
It's over. That's why I said Kendrick took the upper hand, because it's like they can't go now and revert and do something again. They did 2 songs together. So it's like they can't revert and do something again. And then J. Cole on those songs have been kind of just saying how he's the best rapper now. He's the most lyrical now. So Kevin,
Yeah, he outside, bro. Like, respectfully, like, what
oh,
I come outside.
he the best
That's
rapper
what I.
the
This
last
what I
2
mean by
years.
being outside.
Yo, by far, he's had the best verses of the last 2 years, I think, of in all of rappers in hip hop. Like
J. Cole,
Yeah,
right?
but then Drake and Kendrick already did that. So that's why it has to be resolved. It just has to be resolved. It's J. Cole's fault it took this long. That's all. Because Kendrick did this 10
I
years
feel like
ago.
J. Cole, like he didn't want to really get managed. He wanted to be independent. You feel me? But when he got the chance, like, you know what I'm saying, that's when he probably took off. But Kendrick Lamar just he be quiet and then he drop some heavy shit, then he go back. Like, I don't like that, man. Stay outside, bro. Don't throw shots and then disappear. That's my thing.
He doesn't disappear, man. This is myths.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
You
don't.
could now if you're gonna say his album was whack, I can't debate you about that. But to say he doesn't put out albums, that's really a myth.